rockish. Trying to appeal to the millennials. White stripes. That's better. Okay. Somewhere here. It's too... where is it? I am completely lost. I think this is it. Oh, no. So, Bill, why is it that when many people get lost and they're on the street trying to find something and in their car, that they start to turn down their radio? I mean, does it really help them find where they're going?
Well, what they're trying to do most of the time is to reduce distractions.
Just a second. I'm trying to think of my next question. Okay, where's the knobs on this thing? Okay. Okay, I got it. Go ahead.
You are actually kind of limited in terms of how much information you can sort of attend to and process at once. And if something's really salient or distracting, if you have something on the radio that you're kind of drawn by or listening to, it'll be difficult to sort of tune that out. That's what we call sort of more divided attention. You're paying a little attention over here and you're trying to direct attention over there, and you're not as good at either task when you're dividing attention that way.
Okay, Mr. Fancy Talk. You see with your eyes, not your ears.
Yeah.
I mean, really, does it help you find where you're going? Does it really work?
Let me give you a really down-to-earth example, too, because if you think as a parent, this probably is the radio, many people will turn it down, but if you have even more kind of salient or distracting kind of what we say, not to be too fancy pants, but auditory stimuli, like actual sound coming at you. Like if, let's say, you got teenagers in the back of the car,
they
like I do,
knobs,
they have no knobs, but you'll try to turn them down.
So I've got to ask though, is this something that gets worse with age? Because when I was younger, I had my first car, Ford Pinto. I had just a flowing mullet. I mean,
okay.
So I'm wondering if this has to do with...
That would have been distracting.
Anyway, I was able to crank the white snake, find where I was going, it was no problem. I don't know if it has to do with baldness or age. I mean, what's going on there?
We tend to sort of narrow our focus. We tend not to see things from the side as much as we get older, so we have to make more deliberate efforts to kind of look to both sides. So there are significant cognitive changes that affect how we perceive our spatial environment and how rapidly we can process information.
So the next time my wife makes fun of me for turning down the radio when I'm lost and looking at street signs, what should I tell her?
You should tell her that you're helping find your way out of there. You're helping get someplace more rapidly and more efficiently.
It's science.
It's science.
Do you do this?
I do this. Yeah, I do more than that. I tend to like pull over and stop.